and welcome to Athens, Georgia, the classic city and a classic day for college football. The atmosphere absolutely exhilarating as the Georgia Bulldogs set to tee it up at Sanford Stadium to start this season. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will get the first crack at it here. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that the fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Hands it off. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's complete.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
He's up to 41 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Handoff from the gun. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Bulldogs. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
So Clemson's offense will take the field for the first time. You know, David, both of these teams have a strong safety that can support the run and also disruptive in the passing game.
I mean, it's just so nice to have a guy that's so physical, like a linebacker, but also can play like a DB. These guys are really revolutionizing defenses.
They hit people, too. They are heat-seeking missiles. Nobody wants to run over the middle of the field against these guys.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is a at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start, try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Clemson will send the punt team out. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their wheel.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And that's a very productive first down play of bringing up 2nd and 3.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And the Dogs get enough for the first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here for the offense. They want to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. He's looking to pass. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Fires on the move. Finds a man by himself. Open runway ahead. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Hand off to the lone back. He now has 63 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Oh, picked off. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wells. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They're bringing heat. Going to try to get it himself. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back goes in motion. To the air on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low, And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer,
he lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch at the 25. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Scrambling away. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll try to run for it. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Dances away. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Agnew. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop, beg for one, please.
He'll call for the fair catch here. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He's looking to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. He'll just keep slinging it. He's got an open man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Return. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel disciplined.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. The impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush and a better job forcing a turnover.
Trying to pound it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He's back to throw on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to go up top on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking for a deep man. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tiger.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Fair catch, called for and made. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down if I...
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
The lone back's got it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking for room. It's Wells. He breaks the tackle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Clemson will send the punt team out. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. A fair catch just inside the 40. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Comes out throwing on first down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. A strike downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. He tries to take the top off. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability. Position. Quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches. That's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The offense set for a first down play. And as we wind down here in the first half, the offense will just take a knee and try to muster its forces for the second half attack as they trail going to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise we saw just that in the first half today. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving core in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Duke has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over UConn. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're working that left side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. Off the play fake. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This is like a gift to have starting field position like this, Jesse.
You're absolutely right. It's ideal. And, David, they practice this. Sudden change situations. You have got to be able to pay this off now if you're on offense.
Yeah, and you want to pay it off. You practice it, but setting up in a goal-to-go situation, this is as good as it gets for this offense to succeed.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on second and goal. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
On the move, it's Wells. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Off play action. Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Leaves it with the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. He now has 84 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. The Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. On the move at the 30. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, it didn't. Defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just...
Unleashes one deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Dogs! And the route is on.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Thrust that arm out. Gets away from one. He's got space. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Wells. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
This quarterback is such a playmaker, and his arm is what makes him so special. Could this be the game that sends him to New York City for the Heisman Trophy? He's now got over 450 passing yards.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Across the 45. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Georgia! And the stomping has commenced. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scaffold, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just...
And the extra point splits the uprights. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. He'll come out throwing on first down. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Soto. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week one, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the field.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Knowing that your man can make the catch against his defender, that wasn't a big play, but it can set you up down the line to be able to take advantage.
Yes, get it to him as fast as I can. When I see him open, he runs the little hitch, get it to him so he can make a little bit of yards after the catch, and eventually that little gain, he's going to bust one of those with his athletic ability.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He gets a block. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Illinois is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 21 over Akron. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the catch. It's Soto. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings, try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
He's had a day, 103 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. On 1st and 10 from the 38. He wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
A lot of times when that ball's coming out, you can tell the offensive linemen want to get those defensive linemen's hands down. They want to hit them, engage on them. Great job by the defensive end, getting his hands up in the air and getting the deflection.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on...
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Feeling some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business and
is incomplete.
Doubt about who's the better football team.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Running toward the tape. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you've got to finish the deal. Trying to pound it in. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
On target. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their play.
Fires one high and deep. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! And the beatdown has ensued. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
They get to him as he throws. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Inside the 30. All kinds of running room. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's loose. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. They're trying to get to it. Hit as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. After this, it'll be a wrap. Going up top on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports